Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Native Root and let's get cracking. Today we're back in the factory by Walhallah. This is a really nice factory, really interesting, and we've got some pretty chunky problems in here. A really chunky central bus that Walhallah's using to get his factory fed with everything. Now you'll notice that there's a bit of an imbalance here. This line is full, this line is empty. Now what that means is we need to just see if we can balance it out a little bit. Nope, that didn't work. Well, here needs to be the balance, I think. There we go. Rightio, so you can see here that Walhallah's managed to maintain two lines of copper pretty much all the way through. Well, it is all the way through. Yeah, nice. All the way through the factory, and that's really allowing for some excellent throughput of copper. And I've corrected a few little minor things up north for the iron plates, so it's really looking nice and things are flowing really smoothly. Something that could use work, and well, it's just the way of Factorio and can always use work. The circuits is an issue, so let's see if we can help out. What's this? A storage chest. Excellent. I can throw away a bunch of crap. Oh, why am I requesting wood? What is up with that? Okay. Radar, probably not going to need. Underground belt, probably not going to need him. Efficiency modules, I'll keep. Underground pipe, new. Yeah, happy. That. Oh, I'll just get rid of the plastic as well. Plastic is not required. Not even close to being required. Right, so steel is running smoothly, very smoothly. Okay, so in here we need to see if we can sort this out. Yeah, I think that's problem solved. Now, I'm not getting any red belt. I wonder why that is. I'm thinking says we need to make a little bit of a change here. We say work when there's only less than 100 red belt in the system. Okay, and we change this to a passive provider. We do this, and off we go. Now, a whole bunch of logistics bots are going to come and bring me a bunch of belt now, which is excellent. Okay, so that's all that. Excellent. Oh, okay, I see. That's how it gets in there. I was wondering. I was thinking, the bloody heck does it get into the box? Problem answered. Now, so everything seems to be running smoothly. We could do with upgrading our iron a little bit further, and same with actually our copper. Our copper is looking pretty thin on. Copper's in the same boat, it just needs rebuild. A few more electric furnaces, and that will be on the way. So that's that. Okay, so that's out. We'll do. Let's just throw down a little bit of a quick build here. It'll just keep everything running. Actually, I'll pick that up. Pick that up. Put that in there. There we go. Electric mining. Oh yeah, that'll work. There we go. So that's going to mine the remainder of the stone. That'll do its thing. Actually, if we're smart, we can do it like this. Right, get this, get this. That's pretty. Okay, so there we go, that's off and running to the races. Okay, now I'm going to automate wall production because wall production is very important. And, oh, that's outside the network, that's a bugger. I can solve that problem. I can. Question is, do I want to? That is the question, as it always is. Where is the nearest? Oh, that's a long way away. Bugger, I'm not sure that'll reach. Anyway, I might leave that for the time being. That's a little bit complicated. It seems like this factory's on some sort of peaceful mode, which is interesting because this is a very, very good factory, and it the biters must be set on like small or something. Yeah, it's a very, very good factory. Quite impressive. I really like the design. It's pretty much a spitting image of anything I'd build. The very easy to understand what's happening and very easy to fix problems in this kind of setup. Now, oh, okay, I see what's happening. Well, here's an idea, right? Here is an idea. Can we get this thing to work without having to do it like that? Because I think we can... Ah, bugger. Well, that's a bugger. Yep, that's not going to work either. That corner is going to have to stay there. Okay. So let's come down here and have a look at things. Oh, okay, I see. This is not going to be fast enough. I did spot this earlier, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm going to have to upgrade that because that's not quick enough. Now, what I want to do is I just want to move this red splitter down by 1, because that just gives it a little bit of a quicker jump to this side if it's from here. Okay. Happy with all of that. Oh, that is brutal. That is absolutely eating all of that copper that I'm throwing at it right now. Like literally every ounce is just charging into there. Okay, let's just stop that for a moment. Oh wow. So you can see that we need to increase our copper if we're going to get this working to its capacity. So let's go see if we can affect a good change and actually make that happen. I think that here is the likely location for the adjustment. We'll just delete a few trees. Okay, we'll delete that and this. That power line. Get out of the way. Okay. So that's all good. That will work nicely. So we've got that on the way now. Just throw some modules in there, It's got modules already. Excellent. Now we need to work out how this is going to go. So I'm thinking that moving it back by 1 is the easiest way in this situation. Down below, moving the line was the easiest. In this situation though, I think it's a little bit different. So we'll throw that there. And we can maintain a lot of the existing infrastructure, which is very handy. You can see that the rebuild is not too strenuous in terms of brain power. I don't have to think too hard to get all of this to work. And all I'm doing is, because there's a nice one space gap, I'm just placing it in the approximate middle spot so that it powers everything even though it's moved position. Okay. Just need to replace all of these, ensure our power consumption stays nice and low. Keep that, throw that in there. Oops. Yep, okay. Good, good, and good. What am I doing? Okay. Right. So that's boosted boosted production a little. Now in this situation, I'm gonna have to cut these damn trees down by hand, bugger. In this situation, moving the belt is by far going to be the easiest solution here. So we'll just move it up by a 1, because now we're going to have to move all of our inserters up and remove those furnaces. Remove that, remove that. Remove that. It's like a clean install, but different. Actually, these have no resources left, so they can actually be removed. Very nice. As I said in an earlier... oops, what am I clicking? In an earlier episode, I'm really not adverse to this smelt in the same thing. As you can see, it looks quite nice. You know, just the direct insertion works. It's very good. Right, so that's that sorted and handled. That's boosted production a little. Now, here we're actually having a slowdown issue from the corner. You can see that it's buffering. Now, I don't particularly want to add a rebalancer here, because that will slow things down further. It might be my only option, but I'd like to avoid it if I can. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm just going to rebuild this a little bit. So this corner, I think, can be nicer. I think it could be much nicer, to be honest. So this I'm going to do as a... oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. Yeah, this is going to be a 0 slowdown corner when I finally get it in. Just to really try and preserve that throughput. And see, that central bus fills up mighty fast. Okay, we'll remove this, see if we can get away with it without it now. This is fairly high level stuff right now. It's not what you would call straightforward. It is only things that well, that's got a bias. Shit. Yeah, it's only things that you know only people like me would be interested in. think a rebalancer might actually be the only way of going here. And we got one of these. Now unfortunately the rebalancer will slow things down, but I'm just trying a few things here to see if it gets me the throughput that I need without actually having to go to a blue belt. What the? Okay, that's blocking it. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it running. Yeah, I think a blue belt is just going to be the way it has to be, which is unfortunate because I really believe in pushing the belts as far as you can and sticking with the slower belts and designing factories that kind of last with them. The whole idea behind the bus is, you know, to really give you some solid throughput that doesn't fluctuate too much. You know, that is really solid, gives you a good base to build on, and you know, you can add things to it and expand your base without actually having to physically redesign how the materials are moving from the smelters to the assemblers. And that, I think, is the strength of it. And if you design it right, you know, design it much like Walhallah has, or Walhallah, sorry, not Walhallah. Yeah, you end up with a really good solution. And this is a nice factory. There's no two ways about that. What is this? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I see. All very nice, I think. Very nice. Wow. That's good. So for the most part, this copper issue is just going to continue being an issue. So with that in mind, how can we solve it? Well, we can always go the direct injection to the line. This kind of solution here. This will work, but I'm a fan of really trying to, you know, get the solution out of the belts. And I think the solution from the belts is going to come from two places. Firstly, completely packing the dual bus line there. So upgrading all of our smelting to be better, so that we can pack it much like we're doing with the iron now. And see that our iron smelting is just rocking right now. Oh, okay, this has got a red circuit on it. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, it must have come out of the storage box. That is not a good sign. We'll just remove that, shall we? Okay, excellent. Now, what we need to do is we need to add a little rebalancer here, just to ensure this stays nice and balanced. Oops, wrong button. Well, no, I can't do it that way. Not going to have enough room to do it there, and I was just thinking about running a splitter onto this side, but that has a bias that would bias the left-hand side of the belt. So we'll just throw it down here, and we'll come up and down and away and around. Oh, and I've balls that up, but anyway. You know, whatever. What's another splitter between mates? No? There we go. So now what that'll do is that'll correct this this right-hand bias in the belt. And all that comes from is from down here. Gee, that's loud. From down here, things you know, taking off the inside of the belt, and that translates into this kind of bias to one side. Now, if this ever does fill up again, yeah, we'll see that in action. But I think I might stop the video here. Thank you very much for joining me for this Factorio Fixit. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to head to bed right now, so I'm a little bit tired. Tuck it out. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and I'm going to play some more Fixits. I'm working my way through that backlog, but if you'd like me to play your factory, I'm still accepting factories. I'll always be accepting factories until I finish the series. and that might not happen anytime soon, or at least not while I'm still getting the saves, and people are still wanting me to have a look at them. So I'm going to keep playing them. So send it through. Pardon me. rootnegative@gmail.com. I'll have a crack at it. I'll try and be helpful. I'll be interested to see what Walhallah thinks about this factory, or the changes that I've suggested. I think he knows a thing or two about the game, and I think that those little tweaks in there, have just made a small amendment, and I think that he will enjoy the increased throughput in the factory. Now, what the hell are these two doing? Okay, I see. There's lots of things moving around in this factory. It's a bit full on. Okay, that doesn't need to be there. Actually, all of these things, right? You're better off not having them draw the line and just have them come direct out of here. Like, that'll still give us what we want, and that way you can see that this will back up. Okay, this will back up. I'll just show you this quickly, right? Is that ever going to come out of that under? Ah, there it is. Doesn't take long, does it? See how that's working? Okay, and now we're storing them in here, in the existing ones we've got. You can see that, okay, we're actually in a good spot with our circuits. Theoretically, we could get more of them down to the red circuits, but that's a future Walhallah problem. And yeah, I'm going to finish up the episode here finally. I know I promised to do that, but as you know me, I do get sidetracked fairly easily. There's a red circuit. Thank you, and good night.